living and dying with this tournament run. What was your take on last
Yeah,
night?
it was such an exciting tournament run for them. I filled out my bracket. I had Michigan winning, so I was excited about that. But they had a good run, good journey. Not too many people expected them to make it that far, especially watching them in the beginning of the year. And I go to class with most of the guys and know them, see them around campus. So I'm just happy for them, and hopefully we can feed off some of their success in our season next year.
What has Casey Hughes brought to the secondary?
That's the guy for he's not here.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. I almost answered your question though.
Answer's not much.
Yeah.
The group overall was I think, arguably the most improved on the team last year. Where can this group go?
As a position,
yeah.
I feel like we can get better. We're all coming back. We're all here. We all, grew through success and pain last year together, and I feel like we just keep feeding off each other. And now we're starting to build, chemistry, and we know each other really well off the field, and I think it's going to be a big help for us coming to camp and finishing the spring ball. It's just knowing each other and keep competing with each other. The good thing about this is it's a new season for us, so everything's open, everyone gets to compete for a spot, and that's the good thing about doing that. When you're in the season and once you got the starters, it's the coaches pretty much have the rotation set. So now that we're in a new season, everyone gets a fresh start, and that's a really good thing. People come here to play, and that's good for other people to get a shot to play.
So was chemistry a problem last year, just not knowing where the rotation, like you said? Or?
I don't think chemistry was a problem, but it's definitely going to help as we keep building more chemistry. I feel like we was a little young group last year, and now we all have experience. We all have starting experience, so I think we'll be good.
Is there a particular area that you were aiming to improve on this spring?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I have a lot of improvements to make individually, and I'm working on them every day. Coach Partridge and Coach Bush are on top of me every single day to improve on what I need to improve. So I'm just every day just taking a chance to get better as an individual.
How much do you feel, we've talked a lot last year about your growing into a leadership role, but you've had a year of experience now. How much has that helped now that you're in spring?
It helps a lot, and I feel like the other guys are just like that now. I feel like they're just as much as experienced now. They're into their second year of playing now. They know what to do. They know what to expect. They know how to go off the coach's energy. So I feel like we're just growing as a group together, and I feel like we'll be a much older veteran group this year.
You mentioned Chris Partridge. What does he bring?
He's a good guy. I dealt with him the last 3 years with special teams. Now that he's in the safety room, I just see a different side of him, he really wants to be great. He's on top of us very hard. Every single day we come back and we get our grade sheets, and everything's detailed with him, and that's good. I feel like he's going to put us in great position this year.
Do you think that Chris is kind of learning on the job as well, taking over a new position?
I don't know. He's a football freak, so I feel like whatever he coaches, whatever he says, he's just like, wow, he knows what he's talking about. So I don't know personally if he's still learning. It doesn't look like it to me. I don't know. You probably have to ask him. But him and Coach Bush are clicking together really well, and we're just learning off them.
What kind of strides have you seen Jamerick and Jalen Kelly-Powell make?
They're doing really good, especially Jalen. Jalen's flying around all spring. He's playing multiple positions. He's from nickel, safety, corner. He's all around in the secondary, and that's very good and flexible for him. And Jamark, he's still the same. He's getting better every day. As you could tell, at the end of the year, you've seen him come in. Either it was for me or Josh, and he's getting extremely better every single day.
Going back to Devin Bush Sr. and Chris Partridge, Devin Bush Sr.'s responsibility is limited because he can't hands-on coach. But what is he doing to kind of help Chris Partridge in this process?
He's just there for us. He's just like a guy to come to, even if it's not football. He has so much football experience and so much life experience that he's very comfortable to go to. He's not hands-on in football, but he's definitely hands-on once you talk to him outside of football. And he's a great talker. He's great to talk to us about everything, and I feel comfortable going to him, football related or not.
Have you seen Chris go to him as well?
Definitely, yeah. I've seen that, and I feel like they feed off of each other as well.
You have an interesting perspective on the receivers and the quarterbacks. What have you seen from Tariq Black finally getting back on the field?
It's really good to see him back out there. He made a couple plays. He makes a couple plays every day in practice, so it's exciting seeing him back, just to see the glimpse of what he did in the first game last year in Florida. So all the other receivers are doing well too, especially Donovan, Eddie, Kakoa. They're all doing good. So it's a very exciting group.
And what about the quarterbacks? I mean, what's from your vantage? How do you, not asking you to judge the race, but their arms and their mobility?
Yeah, I feel like the mobility is went up. I feel like they're making a lot of plays outside the pocket. As a group, I feel like they're getting better, they're getting smarter, they're getting more comfortable in the system, and it's going to be a great race, as you guys know, who will come down to in the season.
Is Shea upping the mobility? I mean, Brandon was
I see it from all three of them, so I see him getting outside the pocket and doing really well.
Anything else? Are you going to Paris?
Yeah, I'm going to Paris. I'm very excited about that.
That's we, by the way. Just kidding. French.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I got to start learning now.
You want to?
Yeah, I got to start learning now.
What did you take from the Rome trip last year that you think will translate again this year?
I just try to take everything in and just learn the experience of how they operate down there in their society. And I still got all the pictures in my phone. I still sometimes roll up and look at them. And it was just a great experience. And I feel like we're really blessed with this opportunity to go. It's a free trip. So it's very exciting, and I can't wait to go to Paris.
How do you like seeing the first big house in the Coliseum?
It was nice, man. It was really nice. It's very historical. You hear a lot about it, and you never think, living in the United States, that you'll ever be over there to see it in person. So once we got in there, just start touching just a small little brick, it was just like, wow, we're here. So it's definitely a good experience for a lot of us. We still talk about it today. So we're definitely excited for the Paris trip.
Did it help team bonding? I mean, was it a...
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we were all together the whole time. No one was separated, and we had downtime at the hotel, activities at the hotel. So I think this would be even bigger for us this year because I don't think we have any football practices there. So I think it'll be even more, getting together as a team and, getting off of the football side and just knowing each other more.